Hey there, fourth graders. This is your first time for kids for 2015. And Mr. Belsky is going to kind of guide you because this is really your first time going to be independent. I am going to take care of my own learning. That's you, isn't it? All right, so what I want you to do first is you're going to look at the cover to make sure you have the correct cover. And it says Time for Kids. Okay, that's the magazine title. We also have some articles that are going to be looked at. In this one, of course, it's a little hard to see. But if you look at the caption here, Time for Kids, 20 years of bringing kids the world. We answer your questions. And of course, this is considered the answers issue. And you can see the kids are raising their hands. So, what does Ms. Dabowski always ask you to do? And what do good readers, when they have a purpose, what do they do first? Oh, I think you just said it. I think I heard you. They always ask questions. They always look at the questions first, don't they? So what we're going to do is you need to find your answer sheet. We're going to look for your questions. Alrighty, boys and girls. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the one article that really is the focus article. Okay? So what we want to do is we want to look at the questions that really appear the most, right? All right, so what we're going to look at is we're going to look at, and my copy is going to be a little bit blurry because I had to take a picture of it, and when you enlarge it, it doesn't really always turn out good. So you can see that I have a bunch of questions that are from the answers issue. I have numbers 1, I have number 2, I have number 3, and I'm going to have to turn off my pen to move a little bit. And then I have question 4 from the answers issue, 3, and then I have 4. And then all the way up here, now I have 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at those questions first, and then I'm going to go straight to that article. So let's look at this, and I would probably just look on your paper because my example is pretty blurry. Number 1 says, the purpose of the story is to A, explain why it's important to ask questions, B, to describe what life is like in the United States, C, to convince readers to follow Neil deGrasse Tyson on Twitter, or D, to inform readers about interesting or unusual facts. Number 2, the answers issue. Which state makes the most honey? North Dakota, Idaho, Delaware, or Michigan? Number 4, the answers issue. According to astronauts, what does space smell like? Fried eggs, burned steak, sidewalk chalk, or cooked bacon? I did not know that. This will be interesting to find that out in that article. Number 4, in what year was the modern internet invented? 1969, 1980, 1999, 2004. And now I'm going to look at number 5 at the top. What is an earthworm? The world's oldest worm, a nickname for a common cold, a song that is stuck in a person's head, or an earache. All right, so now I've read those questions. Am I going to read any more? That's right. No, I'm not. I'm going to go straight to my article. So I'm going to recording on pause here, and then I'm going to jump to that article, and it's the answers issue. If it's a main article, it's probably going to be in the middle, isn't it? So let's get to that article. All right, Ms. Dabowski jumped to that article, and as you can see, this particular article is a little different. It's not on a main story, is it? It has a lot of different things. I see something with astronauts. That really caught my eye. And I'm going to read this little part here. What does space smell like? Astronauts have compared the smell to that of burned steak and hot metal. That's really interesting. So, anyway, so that might be an answer. I'm not really sure. Now I'm going to go to the other and just kind of skim. Now, are you supposed to read all of this information? Yes. Should you even read this small print? Yes. And also, if you look, there's even interesting facts and information here. Okay? So make sure that you also look at, because I'm telling you, sometimes there's hints and answers in those. So let's go to the next page, or the issue. We're only going to go to an article and a section at a time. So make sure that you really take the time to look at all of these. There are answers galore here. So make sure that you read even the littlest print, the easiest cutout, because you never know where a question is going to end up. Now, if you look here, now this isn't very well highlighted. This is number 6 of your questions. Now mine's really blurry. The camera didn't take a very good picture of it. But it says a mountain renamed. So look at the article title. Look at what the article title is here. Mountain renamed. So I want to look at the question and ask myself, what's my purpose here? So it says, what was the main goal of President Barack Obama's Alaska trip? So what was the main goal? Why did he go there? To search for minerals or oil? To show that polar bears are struggling in warmer climates? To climb Denali? To call attention to climate change? So that question is only going to be answered in this section, isn't it? Nowhere else will that question be answered. So I'm going to go just to that article and read that. So remember, we're going to go to each article. Now, here's the thing about the second page of your activity. If you look at this, sometimes articles are specific, or the questions are specific to an article, and it says in the news, read he's got swing. So I can pull up that in just a moment. All right, so here's that article. He's got swing. Okay, you can see it right there. It says, read He's Got Swing. It is about a young jazz musician named Joey Alexander. Then complete the activities. Your first section is fact or opinion. Fact means it's true, and opinion is just how you feel. Now I can say that I know a fact. The United States flag has red, white, and blue on it. That would be a fact. It can be proven. If I said the American flag is my favorite flag, that's just my opinion. Someone else might say, oh, I think the Canadian flag is better. Okay? So you need to follow the directions. And also make sure you put like a little star to remind yourself of the facts. Now, I want you to remind me when you see this. Do you see this here? Complete sentences. Complete sentences. It says, say it again. Reread paragraph 1. What does it mean to play a song by ear? Ooh, that sounds like an idiom. What clues to the story helped you answer this question? And it's okay to start a stem. So for instance, I might say, play by ear means, okay? So I might use this part, play by ear means, as my stem to start my sentence. So if I ask for complete sentences, I expect complete sentences. All right, so you set in motion, you know exactly what to do. Be purposeful, be strategic. Read one article section at a time, okay, until you're finished. Now, when you go to the very last page, it's usually that kind of the fun page. That's last. But do article by article and only focus on one article at a time. Read the questions first. What did I just say? Read the questions first. One more time, what? Read the questions first. So go article by article, and when you're done, please hand it in. I know you'll do a really great job. Have a good one. Bye-bye.